Hello?
What's up, girl? What happened after Tony dumped you?
Girl, I'm over it. I went from heartbreak to hate.
Hi, Bob.
You wouldn't even look at me.
I know, because I was just waiting.
I was waiting for you. Last two times, it was me first. I was trying to be a gentle man.
Aw. That's sweet. Was that for Movember?
For the month of Movember.
Yeah.
No shave November.
No shave. All the beards. All the hair.
So, before we get into the lies, deceit, and horror of it all, we have to state that No Shave November is a month-long journey during which participants forego shaving, and we'll get back to this, and grooming in order to evoke conversation and raise cancer awareness.
And I have to say that I don't know when that changed, because I do remember when people first started talking about No Shave November.
Yeah.
There was no cancer awareness attached to it. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I think it's good to do it for a reason.
Yeah, because
I
it's
just need to point
St.
out
Jude's.
that I remember a time.
Right, and maybe it's just the low-life people you know.
Thank you.
I'm
I love
joking.
you too.
Yeah,
I know.
because it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yes.
cancer's horrible. There should be a cure. The government has the cure. They just won't give it to us. All that's out there.
Okay.
All that aside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck on this word, grooming.
I know. I could. Yeah.
Because where we originally initially wanted to go with this conversation to begin with, we'll get there.
Well, it's a journey.
But what kind of grooming are they talking about?
Well.
Grooming the facial hair?
Right.
Or
I assume they mean the facial hair, and yet sometimes you have to specify, because not everybody in the classroom is smart.
So my thing is I don't want any more pubic hairs in my throat.
Okay, we got there faster than I thought we would, but
And I feel that I don't need someone giving me an excuse. Oh, well, it's No Shave November.
right.
And they're not supposed to groom.
Like, it's for your face.
Yeah, and then I'm like, yeah.
It's for your face.
So now this is on your face.
Yeah. That's the thing. Okay, if we're just gonna let's just go there. Let's jump in.
Let's have an honest conversation.
I didn't realize we were gonna happen this fast. I thought we were gonna ease in, and then you just love the deep end. You're like, fuck it, 12 feet. Let's go. Not 12 inches. 12.
I know. I
know. It's on your face. You're like.
I've been to deeper pools.
It's still not universal that people, and by people I will say men, because we are focusing on men right now.
Yeah, it's No Shave November.
Women will have their time.
I don't know if women are not shaving in November, but
nonetheless, it's not universal that men are doing this good deed. Okay, this bare minimum of shaving their pubic region before they expect oral sex.
no,
They're still out there.
They're not doing it.
Nasty. Now listen, it grows. It's natural. I get all that.
Mm-hmm.
I also get that if you want your dick sucked on a regular basis, it makes it a lot easier when you're taking care of that, when you're grooming, shaving all the hairs. Work with me, sir. Work with me.
Trim it back. Pro tip, dick looks bigger.
Hey, bonus.
Bonus, you gain like 1/4 of an inch off that pubic hair being gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have to be completely gone.
Not completely gone.
But it's like the hair on your head, right? Like my hair's long right now. I expect that at every movement, I'm going to have a stray hair falling out of my head because your hair is dead coming out of your body. If people didn't know that, it's shocking to you. I'm sorry. But your hair is dead the second it pops out of your follicle. Mm-hmm. So dead and gone. Yeah. Dead to me. But the longer it gets, the more not the more dead it gets, but the more brittle the death is. So that means it's going to fall out easier. So it doesn't take a human being hoovering on your dick even to get the pubic hair to come out. It's going to come out easy anyway.
It is. Yes.
So what do you feel is appropriate?
I mean, okay.
Pubically speaking.
The gold medal, I would say, is you just take it all down. Because what do you need it for? So the hair right above your shaft, gone.
Okay.
All the hair around your balls, gone. And I understand you're going to have to take care. I see you're making that face, but I'm saying you want somebody to go all the way in, right? Like, you don't want them to give you, the lazy, F grade blowjob. You want the A+, don't you? So you want somebody to be enthusiastic about that shit.
Right.
So all I'm saying is set the scene.
So you're like, clean plate. I'm gonna get down on this meal.
Absolutely.
Dirty plate. I'm gonna like the food, but it's gonna take a long time.
Like, I'm just gonna eat the top.
Just eat the top.
I don't want to get anything close to the bottom. Yeah.
No.
And you're lucky you're getting that much because, I was born in the 70s, so I feel like I'm pretty immune to most things. I don't know if somebody younger has the immune system for all that. Shit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and that's the thing, too, because, like, let's talk pubic shampoo.
Okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
It's not
for
a
men.
thing,
Okay.
but, shampooing, washing, soaping, using soap in your areas.
Please do.
So, hair traps smells.
Mm-hmm.
So you could wash your genital area all you want.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem. Sometimes it doesn't even smell like you did.
Oh, yeah.
And now we've talked about that before. That men in general men out there, don't understand that the proximity to the asshole and the balls, while your mouth and nostrils are in the area, working the dick, everything that smells down there is in your face.
Oh, yeah.
It's hitting you hard. It's hard to concentrate when you're smelling funkiness.
Yeah.
And we all know men don't like to wash behind their balls. They think soap on the dick, I'm making a motion for joy. Soap up the
beautiful.
Dick in the shower. Then wash the top, just the top of the balls. Maybe plop them a couple times with your hand. Make sure you rinse them off. That doesn't do it, boys.
Get in there.
Get in there. You might find
Get
something.
in there with the same vigorous motions you would want somebody on your dick.
There you go.
Mouth.
There you go. And for straight men, the way you finger should be the way you clean your hole. Just put a little pressure to it, move it around. Why am I trying to teach guys that? Because I feel that that's not like a real good skill that most men have anyway.
And we've discussed that some anyway.
Yeah.
There might be another day.
Yeah.
Right now we're staying with the men. So now, and I don't want to. I am learning to be more careful. We're not saying all. Now I have met and known a couple rock stars. I say a couple. I don't know if there's been many more that are just really on their hygiene game.
Yeah.
They do the most, which I appreciate, because then they can now receive the most. That's all we're saying.
A little effort at the beginning pays off at the end.
Hello.
I mean, Joy, you always astound me as how much you sound like a baby boomer.
Well, maybe that's my spirit animal. Well,
Yeah.
I don't
Your
know.
spirit animal's an old bitch in a fucking nursing home.
Yes.
Complaining about stuff.
Yes. But
True.
when I'm an old bitch with dentures, you best believe that if the gentleman I'm interested in has done his hygiene, I'm going to take my motherfucking dentures out and I'm going to gum the shit out of him.
Is nursing home cheating, though, because other people wash you? I
Ooh.
mean, I don't feel you have to even be on your game if if some nurse is coming in and washing your junk every day anyway, right?
I just,
You okay? You're red.
I am. I was like, I just hadn't even thought about that. I was like, only leave it to Bob to think of the details of it all.
I'm a storyteller.
You are that. I didn't consider that. I guess I'm thinking we did say nursing home. I guess I was thinking more independent apartment
Living.
community. So you're still
Like your grandma, the place your grandma's locked up in?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you live separate, but
You have freedom, but it's not real freedom.
It's not real freedom, but you get together for potlucks and shit. So that's how
Yeah.
you meet. That's how you
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like old people dating.
Have you talked to your grandma about dating situations in this locked up castle she lives in? It's like a high-rise apartment.
She's of that generation. There is only one man for her type shit. For
Mm.
sure. Like, she got married at 17. When my
Yeah.
grandfather died, that was it. So
She no longer had a vagina.
that's it. It's gone to her.
Yeah. I understand that. And at that point, that's admirable. Men.
Mm-hmm.
So, the whole catalyst for this conversation.
Right. Back to beards. Is that where we're going? Or
Yeah.
back up to the face.
So, I recently, I mean, it's real personal. I don't like to get personal on the podcast.
You're so stupid.
So there's this gentleman that I think is really good looking.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a couple times, blah, 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 blah. We haven't done anything. We message every once in a while. I think he's really super good looking. He has a beard.
Okay.
But then on one of the dating apps,
Mm-hmm.
there's a picture without
Without
the beard.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not just bringing this in my head because I asked you for
Yeah, you did.
feedback.
And I was like, oh, wow. Okay.
Like, not even just slight.
No.
Like, every single facial feature looks different.
I kept staring
Like,
at
the
before I
nose even?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how your nose looks different so it's not attached to your fucking mustache and beard. I don't get it.
And not everybody is this level of a chameleon.
No. I
So
know some people just look like themselves with a beard.
right.
But-
But this dude was, and I've seen it before where it's like somebody like shaves and you're just like, who are you?
It's like an identity is attached to it.
It is.
Which is funny because, like, we both work in a place where we see younger generation all the time. And they're really into the beards. Like, I'm like, 19, how do you grow that thing? Like, where?
Right. Aren't you still waiting for all the hormones to kick in to let you do that?
I mean, like, that's the thing. It's like, at 19, you're not even a full-grown male. Like, that's not even a real thing. Like, most men don't stop growing until 21. Women later. But, like, that's, like, full, like, how do you have a
GMOs.
full GMOs?
I
But I
just
feel
wanna
like
get
that
conspiracy
generation is a
theorists on here.
non-GMO generation. Because this is the Y generation, right? So that would be...
Right. I'm trying to think what their parents have had enough. Don't ask me to do the thoughts about it.
But it's just weird to me that, like, younger people would like want a beard. Because it always seems like something that older people decide, you know? Like, you're like, I've lived a good 20 years with this face.
Yeah.
Let's see what I look like with this beard for the next 45 years.
But I think you're thinking that way from kind of like
An old person standpoint.
that's not what I was trying to say. I was either trying to say like our generation or like normative view from our generation. I think you have to think more like a hippie because a lot of this generation, they're on that like hippie adjacent lifestyle, and hippies love them a motherfucking beard.
Yeah. But I don't know. I also feel that hippies would not groom other areas.
Well, now that is true. So,
I
my
feel like-
theory only goes so far.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the generation is a conglomerate
It is like the perfect
of a hippie and a
cross
yuppie.
between metrosexual and hippie. Yes.
Oh.
So you do all the-
Metrosexuals, for those out there that might have missed that window from 2002 to like 2008.
Yeah.
Those are when straight men started adapting to what would have been normally gay things,
Right.
like
Quote, unquote.
fashion, grooming themselves,
Right.
like taking care of themselves, stop wearing carpenter jeans,
Right.
which quickly went back right after 2008. But metrosexuality, you hear it every once in a while, but black people say it the most.
Fuck you.
Because they came late to the dinner table for that term, because they really didn't hit the black people that much. Because you know why?
Because we were already fucking doing it.
Exactly, because black men had already been grooming themselves better, dressing better
yes.
for decades before that. Black men have always made, like, it's always
matched all the outfits, matched the
Yes.
hat to the tennis shoes, matched the
everything.
yeah,
So
all the
then the
things.
tennis shoes were always white. You see white kids with white tennis shoes today, and it's like, that's cute. That's been happening since the 80s, like where black men would get a $120 pair of tennis shoes, and it would look like they never wore them
Just
ever.
lovingly clean them bitches every night.
every single night.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is like it's a cultural thing. Like that has always been something and never thought of as gay.
Right.
It was always just presenting yourself in a better way. So there's your history lesson on metrosexuality.
Yay.
The more you know.
Which, side note, is also why my mother, I'm sure, shook her head at me when I wanted to stop ironing, because, in our generation, everybody ironed shit. You ironed your jeans, you ironed all the things.
Yeah,
But I always wanted to live a raggedy lifestyle.
my lifestyle. My life is wrinkled, so should my clothes be. Right?
Basically.
I don't want to present that like I've got shit put together, because if you meet me and I look like
Right.
I'm like 100% put together, like you're gonna be severely taken aback whenever we start talking. I don't want to put any kind of airs out there that I'm
Right.
something that I'm not.
Don't
I'm
you give you
wrinkled.
false hope.
I'm wrinkled. I'm oversized. I'm disheveled.
Get ready for it.
Get ready for it. That describes my mental stability as well.
Another note
The
about
hands
beards.
coming down. Yes.
We have another note. Talk about your feelings about when people have beards, having to like kiss and scrape against beards
Mm-hmm.
in their many stages.
So, there's an Australian term, and it's called pash rash.
Ooh, I like this.
It's the rash that you get from passionately kissing somebody
Yeah.
with stubble and facial hair.
Yeah, because it's the stubble of it all.
It is. Like the facial hair is a little weird. Like it'll tickle your nose. Like, and it's something you can get used to.
You can.
You can.
Yes.
The thing of it is, I'm gonna get back to the lies real quick. Let me
Okay.
divert into Lieville. Beards are lies. Because I feel like a lot of people who have beards don't have lips.
It's kind of true, though.
So, or they don't like trim around the lips. It makes the lips look smaller.
Right.
So you have to put more effort into kissing. Right? I don't know. If you have a beard and you'd like to get on our show and discuss
Your lip size.
your lip size with us, we both have decent sized lips.
We do.
So I'm just gonna say that I have pretty good, decent lips for a white chap. And we'll just leave it at that. But where were we going with pash rash?
Pash rash. The stubble of it all. It's
Stubble.
Like I get it. Sometimes you don't want to shave every single day.
It's also moisturizing. I hate to be that
Yes.
queer. I hate to be the one that nags everybody every week about moisturizing their damn face. But God damn it, that's how you get where you need to get in life, right? It's also a one-up that we've discussed black men have had over other men because they moisturize.
Right.
So if your hair follicles are conditioned by lotion, a moisturizer, they're not as harsh on the other person.
Preach about it. Yes, amen.
So think about everybody. Your beard looks great. It looks amazing. It's coiffed, it's cut, it's trimmed to the T. It looks like straight up some gang member from the 1950s greaser look. That's what you're going for. I get it. I got it. Good. But what I don't understand is why don't you want other people to enjoy your beard too?
You know, because you'll hear all the time about, straight couples usually. I don't know what gay couples are doing.
Oh no, you're gonna make me upset. But yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
not trying to make you
No,
upset.
I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
But they have these arguments about, the woman wants the man to cut it or
Mhm.
blah, 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 blah. And it's like, it's probably just because she's getting the shit cut out of her face
Absolutely.
with the stubble. That's all.
Mhm.
She probably wouldn't care if you just moisturize that
Mm-mm.
bitch.
Yeah.
Just a little.
I mean, the thing about hair is that it's all hair. Think about your head and what you do to your head. We've all come a long way, and everyone's
Mhm.
not just using VO5, 99-cent strawberry scent, straight out of Dollar General anymore. We've moved on. Some Pantene, some do others. If Pantene would like to sponsor our podcast, please give us a call. Don't believe in your product, but that'd be nice for some money.
You're a full mess right now.
I know, but Mane and Tail ain't gonna sponsor our show, and that's my gig.
I know it is.
And they've been getting by for I don't know how many years.
Yeah, they're doing good on their own.
They don't need me. They don't need us. But that's just it. Just put some kind of oil on it. Carrot oil.
You can get all the oils.
All the oils. They have all those oils.
Yes, you got to go to the place where they sell wigs.
Wig stores.
Go to your local wig store.
Absolutely. Utop is our local favorite.
Yes, they will have all the oils. You can get carrot, jojoba, coconut. You get all the shit.
All
you
the
got
shit.
Oils you
Yeah.
didn't even know
Argan
they made
oil.
oils.
You go to beauty supply stores and you pay $50 for a bottle of argan oil. You go to Utop, $3.29.
That is correct.
And that's the big size. That's the size I've got. And you know what? If you use it correctly, that shit lasts you months.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just put a little dot. Oils and moisturizing.
We've preached.
Anyway,
hopefully
into the
somebody heard
lies.
us.
Let's do some psychological evaluations of
good.
bearded men.
All right.
Did you ever see Tom Selleck without a mustache?
Are there even pictures of that? No. I didn't.
Yeah, it's weird. Do you think someone tells a person with a beard they look amazing with a beard? Or do you think that they think they look amazing with a beard?
I think there's two camps. I think they exist in either one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like my dad, he didn't have the full beard, but he
had
had
a mustache.
He had quite a mustache. To call it a
Yeah.
mustache is to diminish what he had. He had a mustache.
A
Tom
mustache.
Selleck night.
Yes. Thick
And
in charge.
the few times that he would shave it off, a lot of us would be like, false.
No.
No.
Not the same human
Grow that
being.
shit back in.
Yes.
Get it back tomorrow, please, and thank you.
That was my grandfather. He had a mustache my entire life. When he didn't, it's just like...
And it's just like beards. Like some people actually just look better with it. And I
Right.
think they get the compliments and they're like, I'm rolling with this then.
But it's also... yeah, just roll with it, I guess. I guess if you enjoy it, do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it for others.
I guess.
But if you're getting more dick with a beard or vagina,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're going for, if that's getting what you're getting, But sometime in that relationship, that beard's going to go away.
It is.
And then the truth comes out.
So maybe at the beginning of every relationship, if somebody has a beard or doesn't, either way, you should be like, I need a picture of each. If you don't have a picture of you with a beard, go home and do one of those, what do they call it when you do like the makeups, like what you would look like
Yeah.
if you had, what is that
Uh-huh.
called? You know the word. Come on.
I don't know the word, but let's just say Photoshop. Well, you could go home and do a rendering if you'd like of your facial hair. I'm sure that would take a little extra time than what you're saying. You're like one of those apps where people just switch their hair colors and what their shape of their head would look like, right?
But seriously though, I mean, for men, maybe that should be a thing. I'm gonna need to see you with and without.
I mean, I feel that that's a good starter. Like, are you ever going to think about growing a beard? Yes, you are. Okay, well, I'm going to need to see your beard growing skills. Because number one, the main thing to think about here, not every fully grown adult human being, male,
Yeah.
can grow a full beard.
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen somebody want
Mm.
your eyes? They want it and they try, but it just comes in all scraggly and they have hopes like, oh sure it's in the top part
If
and
I
then
just
there's
let
a
it
big
grow
U.
long enough, yeah.
If I
Just let it grow long
wait,
enough.
those parts are gonna catch up. It's like no, baby doll.
No. And for those people, I say, narrow your face. While you laugh and say that that's insanity, I could not grow facial hair. My facial hair, like all my hair on my face, including my eyebrows, was like blonde as blonde could be, to the point where you could barely tell I even had it for the longest time. I'd shave this shit off. Nair that fucking shit down. Once you nair it, it'll come back. It'll grow.
Well,
And maybe it won't because I'm not a scientist.
I was ready for you to say science.
Science. The real science is no one is attracted to that. That's the real science. That scraggly ass beard that is patchy as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You want to grow a beard. You want to be a man. If that's what you feel as a man, I don't know.
It's just like wanting to keep your hair when you have to wrap the shit around. It's like just know what your lane is and stay in your lane.
Like, you're probably really cute without all that scraggly stuff on your face.
Yeah.
Because we know you got a baby face still. Just try. Just see what you can do. I'll put myself on blast. I never shave my face 100%.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're thinking, I've seen you with no facial hair at all.
Yeah.
That is not a true statement. What I do is I shave my face with clippers down on the one, like if you were to shave all your head off. So it's all still there in a tiny, tiny layer of hair. Also, a pro tip as to why you stay young. You're never putting cuts into your face with razor blades.
Uh-oh, watch out now.
So, yeah, shave it all the way down. I do it every once in a while because I want to know that my skin still looks good.
And then we're back. And it was a true
Been wrong
problem.
yet. Plus, I hate my dimples, so covering those dimples, putting a little fur over that's nice. But so, do you think that people really are trying to be deceitful with beards?
I think some people probably are. Or it's like, sometimes it's a part of a certain persona. Like, I think some people grow it, like, think it makes them more of a badass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And see, that's the thing, is that's a big gay trend now, is to look as, I mean, it's always been a trend, but to look as masculine as possible. Then you speak and a purse falls out your mouth. But, that's a bad saying. But, I'm gay, I'm reclaiming it. But that's the thing. I don't want someone to pretend that they're masculine.
Right. You want somebody to be them true self.
Be them true selves. Yeah. So, like, that's the thing is.
Now, what about a guy whose true self, according to him, is like one of those beards that like comes all the way down, like not the full ZZ top, but you know what I mean, like at least a good 6-7 inches down the chin.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with, and sorry for any of our Amish listeners, but when there's no mustache with that.
It is weird.
When there's just hair at the bottom.
It's weird. It is. I hear you. I don't know if I've ever seen it and been like, yeah, you're hot. No, I don't think
It's just like a wig on the bottom of your face.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it just like all hangs down.
It's like the two go together.
They do. It looks odd.
I hear you. Yeah.
Any other beard statements?
None at this time.
And remember that to be beautiful and natural is the birthright of every woman. And I wish you all loads and loads of loveliness and good luck.